Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Green Mama and I am here to talk about what you need to get started with cloth diapering. However, my son is a year old, so this is what we currently use, and in the future I will upload my newborn stash. So what you need to get started is a wet bag to put the diapers in, and I just use a garbage can. Put that in there. I have 2 of these so that way I have something to put in there when I'm washing. You also need a wet bag for on the go. So this one, and I can't remember the brand, this one is Plant-Wise. This one I got off of Amazon. I'll have to double check the brand, but it has 2 pockets, one for the dirty diapers, and then I use this one for the covers because I reuse those. I do have a diaper that's already put together. I have some covers, so you're definitely going to need covers. Typically when you first start out, they say on average, you want to get 8 covers. You could go with 5. It depends on how your wash routine, like if you're going to wash every day, every other day. I usually wash every 2 to 3 days. Now, and I'll talk about, of course, newborn stash and all of that in a later video, but this is just basically what you need. You can basically just input, hey, I'm going to need this many, and they're just going to be smaller for you. You definitely need something inside to absorb the wetness. So what I use is actually Prefolds. These ones are oh so cozy. I believe I got this secondhand. I know this one is a medium oh so cozy. And I just pad fold him now that he's 1. And I'll talk about folds later, different folds that you need. So you need something to absorb, a cover, and a liner. Now these liners, you can tell that obviously I cut them myself. I just went to Walmart, got some fleece because I was having problems with my son getting rashes due to wetness next to his skin. And I did some research and all the liners were pretty expensive. So I just went and cut them myself. I just did a regular pad fold, figured out what that would be to cover it. Just cut a bunch of those in there. So you're going to need about 30 of these. And I do have a couple different brands. This one's the medium, oh so cozy. This one's an infant regular, I believe. This is the better fit. Anyway, there's all different brands. I prefer the oh so cozy. I did have an Eco Bum. These are nice because they also fold this way. They have different stitching in them. So it's kind of like, it's easier to fold, and then you can also fold them long if you have a longer, older baby. So these will fit from a couple months old up to, you know, potty training. So you'll definitely need about 30 Prefolds, some liners, and covers. So I do have a few different brands and I will upload reviews later. This is a flip cover. All of them are PUL lined. And basically what you do, I already have one made up. So this is basically what I do. I put, oops, sorry about that. I put the liner on top of the pad fold to keep the wetness off of my son's skin. And then I just put it on him. And I just make these up so they're super convenient. It's like having a regular disposable. And I just make them up, snap them up, and they're ready to go. So I have a basket of those. And I've done a lot of research on, you know, you should use this kind of cream, you shouldn't. I've used a bunch of different creams. However, my son had some terrible rashes. So what I did was I actually used Bag Balm. An older gentleman that I worked with said he used to use this on his kids and didn't have any problems, and there was no such thing as like repelling, or they didn't know. I haven't had any issues because I use the liners. It keeps everything off the Prefolds. So I just use Bag Balm or Aquaphor. So I usually, if he has a bad rash, I'll put this on. Normal diaper changes, you know, just wet ones, I will use Aquaphor. You'll also need wipes. So I have, when I first started, I got the Ozo Cozy wipes. And I used to fold them all neat and do all that. Honestly, it's easier to just get them wet in the sink, throw them in here. Because you can just grab them out. When they fold, they seem to stick. It's hard to like pull them out. They come out in clumps. So this is what we do now. And I just have baby washcloths. So you really don't need to spend the money to get these organic ones. You can just go to Walmart, Target, get the little Gerber washcloths or, you know, any brand out there. Wet them. You can even cut up pieces of fabric. So it doesn't cost a lot to do this. I really like this being warm. It just is nicer for baby. You can plug them in and it's right there at your changing table. So that's all you pretty much need to get started with cloth diapering. We do not use a diaper sprayer. We do the Duncan Swish method, and it seems to be working for us with the liners because they are so the fleece actually kind of doesn't allow the poo to stick. So I just shake it off in the toilet. Sometimes I have to rinse it off and just put it in the diaper pail, and that's all you need to get started with cloth diapering.